Okie dokie. There. That's set. And let's go. Ooh. Oh hey! Zep is first. Let's go. Hi Zep, how are you? Long time no see. Hello. And Bucky's here. Hi Bucky. Derek done bothering you? You guys still at it? I still can't get over his nicknames for you. I was telling Derek whenever he says dear or dearie, I was like, you guys sound like a married couple. Old married couple. Still having puppy time. Tell her say hi. And Lily, hi. It's a dancing one. Who is that? Oh, that's a nice 3D model. Oh man. But hi Lily, how are you? Alright, everything should be posted. Before we get into 3D mode, do we have a preference for the alert type that gets we're doing another drawing stream. I know, so many drawing streams, so I hope you guys aren't tired of them. I was considering playing Little Nightmares tonight, depending on how much energy I had. Turns out, not a lot. So, I'm gonna agonize over line art instead. Cubes. Alright. I hear you. The cubes it is. I'm a little scared, man. Those are like the loudest ones. Hold on. Is there... Where is the cube? Oh, I found it. Okay. Alright. Cube? Question mark? Hi, Bird Vessel. Thank you for the hydrate. Cube as in a companion cube. It is a local favorite thing that gets thrown. So, for anyone who doesn't already know, just a brief explanation. I have special alerts that trigger on three different kinds of events. Number one is on a raid. Depending on how many people raid, that many items gets thrown at me. That's number one. Number two, anytime somebody subs or gifts a sub, it throws as many things as there are subs. So one sub is like, I think 10 things? Yeah. And then, multiple is, multiple tens. And then donations also trigger stuff. I based it off of how much a subscription costs, so however much a subscription is, right? $5 is 10 things thrown, so every $5 means 10 things thrown. It rounds up, I think? I forgot the math behind it. Anyway, it does a rough estimate. I'm trying to find the math, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see my division. It's there. It's there somewhere. Anywho, let me do that hydrate. And yeah, whenever the redeem, if you read through the redeems, whenever it says Warudo mode, it means we're only gonna be doing it in 3D, just because that's how the redeems are set up. I don't have anything in the PNG remix, which is the thing I use for my PNG tuber, so nothing is gonna get thrown at the PNG tuber. I 100% did see that cube get thrown at me off screen, but since you guys can't see it, it doesn't really count. But just be careful to make sure you only use it when we're in 3D. That way it doesn't accidentally get marked off or anything. So thank you, Mako, for checking that. I'm gonna take that sip of water now. Can you throw the PNG tuber at me? Probably. You knew the answer to that already, though. I mean, all I would have to probably do is get a GIF of the model and then set it as a sticker. You know, you guys know the heart redeem, right? It kind of looked like that. Spawn sticker. Griffin, what are you doing? You causing trouble? What's going on over there? You want skirches? Attention? Like, what do you want? Where are you going? You gonna ditch me? Just thinking about it. Kissception. No! Using me as my own weakness is kind of crazy, not gonna lie, but... No! Now plug in my leap motion before I forget. Almost did. Griffin, you gonna come join me? Let me say hi to chat. Come. Come. Stop ignoring me! Anyway, I had an exhausting day. I got my least favorite class that I've had so far. 3 times in a row! Not once, not twice, 3 times! I wanted to strangle them. Despite that, though, a lot of them did do their work. If I recall, only 3 of them did not finish their worksheets, which I was impressed by because the other class, 10 people, did not finish their worksheets. So I was very upset about that. So upset, in fact, that I don't know if the teacher's actually gonna grade any of the stuff. So to make sure that, you know, they would at least see a number of sorts, I went through the trouble of grading, was it like 60 papers today? All long form answer content, so that was, and out of those 60, I don't think more than like 7 or 8 of them got more than, I think it was only 7 or 8 of them that got 100% out of 60. And it was literally just because of a lack of effort. I'm just take me seriously, man. I ain't no joke. But apparently these kids have like a, I don't want to say vendetta, but like they really give substitutes a hard time in general. Another substitute was talking to me about it. So I'm yawning up a storm, even though I got more sleep than usual last night, so I'm upset about that too. Anger. But, you know, I started messing around with a new 3D model. Found a really nice rig on Sketchfab, and I've been messing around with it in Blender. The animations feel pretty clean. So that's really cool. Just some of the bones are a little hard to grab, so I'm trying to like make stuff move, and I'm like, well, I want to make this part move, where's the bone for it? And the bone's like, I am within 3 bones. It's like boneception. They're kind of like nestled like little Russian dolls inside of each other. It's like, who rigs like that? Dude, it's really hard to try and navigate this model, but I'm hoping that it will have at least one of 2 desired effects that I'm gonna try and get out of it. Trust the portal stream will be super cool. And even if neither of my 2 ideas works, worst case scenario, you get to throw it at me. So there's that. Yeah. Bread vessel, low energy, but most likely gonna lurk. Unless caught the pun. Okay. Rest well when you do. If you're tired, don't stay up too late. I have work to do. However, given that I am tired and I have work tomorrow, I will most likely not be staying up too late. I do want to make some progress though, so we're gonna see where tonight takes us. My girlfriend's here as well. He's been a little hi. He's been a little quiet, but he's here with us. You were waiting for that, huh? I forgot the pop from the high chair earlier, I think. Do that. Yeah. I'll bet. Let me see. One big announcement. This is the last day we have for the Reanimal Incentive Fundraiser. The proposal is, if by the end of tonight we are 50% or more, I would extend the deadline 2 more days. However, thank you for the sub, Mako. Holy moly, 21 months. 21 months. It's 12, 8. Closing in on 2 years. Holy! 3 months shy. 3 months shy! Insanity. Wait a sec. I just realized there's 24 hours in a day. And there's 12 months in a year. So 2 years is 24 hours, but not. Yeah, is that... You guys get what I mean? Anywho. Hi, Blovy! And yes, I do see why you wanted the cube. I do. I see the vision. Rather, I felt it. But anyway, back to quick announcement. We have the Reanimal incentive that ends today. Unless we either finish it, which is highly doubtful, and then the other thing is a proposal for 50%. I really want to play this game, but I know a lot of people were saying, wait, I'm not ready yet, we need more time. So if we reach the 50% mark by the end of this stream, I will extend the fundraiser deadline by 2 days. And again, for anyone who did not know, actually, let me pull up the infographic. I was really proud of how it came out. Let me try and find it. Is it on this side? Hold on. Well, I gotta go do not disturb on Discord. Almost forgot. Where? Let me just search for the image. Reanimal. It just pulled up the app. Here's the benchmarks and such. I hide my timeline for just a sec. So not only do we get a big old goal of another horror game, but we have little incentives kind of built into it. We already got 2 of these, actually. Right? We already cleared. I don't want to put a cross over it. We already cleared the $100 mark, so we got 10 push-ups done. I don't have to do those. I'll cross that out. You guys hit the 250 benchmark, so we get this guy named Wheatley. I don't know who this guy is, but he's pretty cool from what I can see so far. And you guys will either be able to throw him, or I might have something cooler. I think you guys will like, but that will depend on you guys. If we reach the 50% benchmark, again, I will extend the deadline for plus 2 days. Oops. Right? We have another big old buff over here. If we hit 750 for the portal stream, there's going to be a 50% discount on the companion cube throw that you guys love so much. And then the $1,000 benchmark, our ultimate goal to cover all the model costs. Because gosh, updates are expensive. We have Reanimal with Vel So like, you know, Vel's awesome. So yeah. And then there's also the DLC. I got all the DLC for Animal. And then because somebody asked for it, there's the super uber bonus, because it's a big goal, of a 50% push-up discount for one casual stream. Yeah. So that's everything. And this initiative will end today at 250, unless something else happens. But I know it's a high ask, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. But yeah. Today, however, we are going to be doing the line art. I hate line art so much. But essentially what this entails is I'm going to make a new animation folder, and then I'm going to put folders within the animation folder. So I'm going to bring my timeline back. Pardon me. Zoom in so I can actually see the full timeline. Alright. This is original. This is draft. Yep. And then I will make new one. New animation. How do I add a folder? New folder. New layer folder. Can I make it convert layer? Can I make it an animation folder? How do I do this? Hi, Taratio. Oh man. Yeah, let me delete this. Oh, here we go. Okay, so within the folder, I add the folder. And then here we go. Layer 1 will be the line art. And this is gonna be frame 1. Alright. This one we make blue and see-through. Hey man. What's up? Alright. What pen to use? What color line art do I want to do? What was the original use? Like a brownish color. Yeah, you can help me. I got a concussion. Make it stop. Colors. You know what? I'll draft in a red. And let me assign this one. Let's do it here. Does this pen really even have line width? It works. I hope. There you go. How's everyone else's day, by the way? Everyone was really quiet about that. Anything cool happen? Any cool new facts? Oh, you know what happened right like 5 hours before stream? Funny thing, that's a funny thing. I was almost certain I wasn't gonna be able to stream tonight. Because I don't know if anyone knows, but I've been having issues with OBS not opening correctly for a couple months now. For whatever reason. To best describe my issue, I open it up, right? And it takes a second, and it loads. And I can see the blue bar at the top where OBS is. Like, you know, where it says OBS version whatever, the name of your scene, all that. That's there. Even like the little buttons at the top that indicate like, oh, like you can minimize the tab, you could window the tab, you could full screen the tab, all that's there. Problem? Clicking on anything does nothing. So that's one thing. And another thing is that, you know, I can't really see any other parts of the screen actually. So it's not great for streaming. So essentially what I do, given that I can't click the button in the corner to minimize it, I click it on the tray, the system tray, and it minimizes. Or, well, actually it doesn't, I lied. It focuses the window, which for whatever reason upon opening didn't get focused. So I pressed again and then it minimizes. And then I open it again and it opens and it's where I expect it to be. It's like, alright, why does it take that long? I don't get it. So anyway, today I was troubleshooting. I was like, you know what? Let me try something and see if it will fix it. And so I set the option that says, hey, I want you to minimize it to the system tray. Sorry, the taskbar, yeah. When first opening OBS. And it was like, okay, sure. So I close it and I test it out. OBS opens up a bunch of docs and nothing else. I'm like, where are my settings? I can't get to the settings. So essentially, I couldn't click on any settings, I couldn't click on anything, and it was terrifying. It crashed twice. It actually, like, prompted me to, like, submit a bug report and stuff. Like, it was bad. Yeah. But for whatever reason, I, like, restarted my computer, and then I tried it again, and more bugs, more crashing. And then I tried it again, and then it just came back for whatever reason, and so I undid the option and then I think we're good. But I still have the same like problem of it not booting correctly the first time. So there's that, but it's better than, you know, not being able to stream, so I'll take it. Yeah. Evening chaos. And my vessel today was okay. Played the most insane Minecraft bingo. Devolved into chaos. Let's go. Devolving into chaos with like board games and stuff sounds like loads of fun. I hope that was the case. Sounds like it. Hi, Press! I am well. A little tired, but I am well. How are you? After OBS stuff though, I started messing around with a Wheatley rig. And like I mentioned, all the bones are really hard to find, so it's a little annoying to work with, but the animations look really cool. So I'm pretty excited about trying to get it to work. Quick lock-in, okay. You're good to hear. Anything cool happen? Wait a second, before I forget. Guys, we have a follow-up from Toronto on the paint situation. He got it to match! Because in fact, wet paint looks a lot different than dry paint. Let me go find it, hold on. Since stream talk. Okay. And we got the comparison! Boom. That's a pen. Hold on. Ta-da! Yeah. I put the thing. Hold on. There, and make it says like 100. Yeah, and the hightailer's hand. Yeah, that's the hightailer's hand. Yes. Yes. And if we get a picture of my model, or actually, you know what? You see the dry paint and the wet paint? Go. Ready. It's pretty close. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, right? It's so cool. You get the wet paint, matches like the lighter one, and the drier paint matches the darker one. It's so cool. And apparently a coworker found it. And this is apparently also not the first time something like this has happened. So I wonder how many different kinds of paint you have under different different names. But yeah. There's at least 2. What was your first one? Steve, P for Pete. Purple. That's such a funny name. Purple. Are they cool? It's actually a registered name of the color. Some of the viewers of the VTuber who use that particular shade of purple got together and filed some paperwork to officially name it purple. Wait, like for real? For real, for real? Is that how it like became a color? Cause that would be insane. Oh my god. Wait, that's incredible. What? That's dedication. What? There. Why am I having so much trouble with this? Hey Griffin, what's up? It's too hot in here? Is that why you want to leave? Let's go sit by the window. Nice and cool over there. And stream chat. Stream talk? You mean? Okay, gotcha. I'll have a look after stream. Didn't even know it was a thing you could do. Yeah, you surprised me with that information. I learned a thing today. Naming a color. Maybe we gotta steal one. Surely there's no pre-existing name for such a specific shade of teal. Right? Surely. Hi, teal. Yeah! Alright, let's get this paperwork together, man. This is it. It's perfect. That's the thing. Alright, Griffin, if you're gonna play Baker, please don't do it on my leg. Do it on the blanket, please. Not my You stabbed me. Don't look so happy about it. Okay, there's the line art for the first frame. Should I do flats? I should probably do flats. Actually, let me duplicate this layer like so. And then go like this. Hi, Deadpool. 50 streak. How many weeks is that? Do we even? That's crazy. What? Hi. Holy moly. I think honestly there's a couple people who have like track record on here, and I don't know if you have to like actually like publish your score in order to be like seen or something, but I don't know, it's like 3 people with a super high score. Refer to all layers. Hey Griffin, what you looking at? What you looking at? 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do 5. Nope. Expand by 2. Too much. 1. Yep. Yeah. Oops, I forgot this section. It's like something's off. Bucky rainbow version. Rainbow version. How many frames are there? Hold on. It's 18 frames. 18 is divisible by 6, so I could technically do it. But will I? Will I? That depends. That depends. Let me remove the liner real quick. Hypothetically, if we're going to name the teal, what do we want to call it? I think Bread Vessel had an excellent idea. Does anyone else have any other proposals? Hightail teal. Yeah, kind of has a really nice ring to it, you know? I don't know if we could beat that. Yeah. Hightail. That's a funny pun, but at the same time, I feel like it's not as recognizable unless you're in the community, unless we want it to be a super inside joke. High Tealer Circle. I just randomly add a folder somewhere, or alright, well. Inquiries. Is there a pun there, or did you accidentally misspell? I don't want to miss out on a good pun, man. No, that's off key. Teal is, yeah, it's pretty catchy. That's good. bless you. Hello. Sorry, Griffin. Man, when the canvas has been flipped for more than like 2 minutes, suddenly going back, I was like, is that cricket? No, it's straight. It's straight. Don't let it fool you. Here we go. And this one goes here. Whoa, Griffin, you scared me. You creeping up behind me? What are you doing over there? It's like standing on the back of my chair. You know? gonna say, you're worrying me there, Red Vessel. All-nighters are, not great for your health. Please don't worry me. I'm glad you're coming up with cool ideas. But, question about your Sona, by the way. Is it completely your own concept, or did any of my brainstorming give you any inspiration out of curiosity? As long as you're just joking about the all-nighters, and yeah, no, I'm not worried. A little better. Not yet, but you have kept all of it in mind. Okie dokie. Don't let any of my suggestions limit you if you're like, oh, I want to incorporate this. Like, I was just brainstorming, throwing ideas out there. If it's inspirational, cool. But if it was ever a thought, please don't let it be like a limit to anything that you're doing. But I was curious. Let Griffin out. I'll be right back. What's up, man? Okay. Alright. Oh, jeez, Louise! Oh my god. That genuinely jump scared me. Oh my god. Thank you, Circuit. Hey, wait a second. Yeah, should I lower the volume on that a little bit actually? I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Alright, wait, okay, I got it. Sound volume 0.1. Okay. No. Alright, it's been made a little quieter. Goodness gracious. Oh. Bucky, why do you have multiple souls? What? Oh my goodness gracious. Hungry? Oh no. What do you mean hungry? But let's see, wait. Okay, wait. Circuit's thing puts us at 30%. So no extension yet, but we're closer to covering Metal Fund, which is really cool. Thank you, Circuit. 20% more to 50%, and we get extension. Otherwise, I'm gonna binge it on my own. I wonder how fast I can pull Vel over. Let's do this here. I kind of like the style of this bristle more. I might go and revisit the other one. If it doesn't get funded, have I thought of turning it into a video? No, I haven't. Because that would still mean kind of preparing a lot of the assets and such. Part of it was that I'm kind of crunching a lot of different projects right now. Between upcoming games and Portal and everything, and Reanimal's release kind of just fell in the middle of all of it. So I figure, hey, I want to play this thing, and if you guys wanted to see, like, I'm gonna have to work my tail off to make certain things happen. So it's like, you know what? You want to see it? You gotta help Pigeon. That's all I got though. Just because I'm hoping that having better control over my model with all these fixes will just make my life easier. And the one thing you guys could help out with that I could think of was just helping afford all those fixes. So that's why it turned out the way it did. Yeah. I wish that I was either more skilled, or I had like a teacher or somebody who just knew more about it. Just because I feel like I'm shooting in the dark so much of the time. Like the Wheatley model, I'm sitting there for a half an hour trying to figure out why my model goes sideways when I am in edit mode. Spend another hour and a half trying to figure out where the bones that control the eyelid are. Like, why selecting them via the hierarchy doesn't seem to find them on the model, and that I'm just doing nothing. Like, I'm just spending so much time trying to figure things out from scratch that it's ultimately a good learning experience, but also a huge time sink. And I really like fully polishing as much as I can out of like a gaming experience. And if I'm gonna play something casually, I'm just gonna play casually, you know? And I also have this nice wide chair now, right? So I was thinking it'd be so cool to play with Vel if it doesn't get funded. Just like sitting next to each other on brand new chair. Yeah, and I don't know how I would do like streaming like that. Hi, Utsuro. Bye, Utsuro. Oh. Okay, and then copy this layer. Fill with teal. Do, do, do. Okay. Oops. It's pretty clean. Wow. Here. See if this turns out better. I'm gonna like outline this whole part so you can clearly see when I remove the line art where the hair falls. You can see like I can go over all these parts and not have to worry about it like accidentally covering like skin or something else. Like this part is all just orange. Orange. So I can just color all that and have it be nice. And I know I'm not very talkative today. I hope that's okay. Because I am really tired for whatever reason. I half suspect I might be getting sick again. I really hope it's not the case. But it'll be what it will be. Thank you for the rose, red vessel. I don't think I saw that, man. Oh, I forgot the tail. Did I do that in the last one? I think I got the tail in the last one. Yeah, I did. Ugh. Blech. Oops. Thank you. Okay, And then for the face. It's white. Just pure white. Wee. And then here and here, it's just white. I wonder if I should make the line art a different color. For this one, I want to check the hair actually. Hi, Draconia Man! Ah, you throwing things at me. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's get rid of the line art here. Cool. Now sparkly? Okay, I suppose you're right. I suppose you could be a little right. Where did my other layer go? Is my line art? That's that. Where? Why are 2? 1, 2. I'm working on 1. Why is 2 in here? This is probably the one random folder I just made it out of goodness knows where. Okay. Then this one goes here. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Let me fix that. How am I today? I'm tired. The 6th graders were demons. How was your day? I can't wait to have one particular class. There's one 6th grade class that is really good. The rest of them, though, get me out of there! Work was good. Finished that main duty from the project manager. You spoke about the ambitions preemptively with your direct manager, and he likes your ambition. Ooh. When you said preemptively, I was like, is that a good thing? Yes. Let's go. Very glad to hear it. I really like it when, like, you know, the higher ups are actually supportive. That's how it's supposed to be. Like that. And now I color everything orange! I love coloring. I need to color a piece from Belle, actually. Or shade it. If Vel says yes, we might release it for wallpaper download if you guys are interested. Out of curiosity, how many people use the wallpapers from this channel actually? Like actually. Even for a little bit. Work was good enough. Oh, I read that already. Okay, I thought I missed something. Have I considered closing some mental tabs? They won't close. They won't close. There's like a little error warning that pops up. And it goes, are you sure you want to close this? There really could be something super important, man. You might lose your work. Have you saved your work? And it's like, I'm not sure. Can I save my work? I'm not so sure. But also, hi. Window errors. Yeah. Hey. Your direct manager's cool as hell. Yeah. Warehouse manager was someone you worked with from worker and union side forever before becoming manager. That's good. And you even have the rapport. Rapport? Yes. So that's good stuff. Okay. This one's done. So now, animation folder. I need to add a new folder, assign it to this frame, and then start tracing my work. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm really gonna get through actually today. I'm so tired. 2 frames, I did look cool. It's really nice seeing things in color. And getting to just touch up the line art. I hate doing line art so much. But it is a very big part of the art style I want to master, so I do need to get used to it. I like drawing in the sleeves to look a little bit more realistic. Not with that hood though. There we go. Love the flailiness of this animation. Yeah, it's a really cool animation. And I noticed like I was using the GIF a lot at the time I was first looking at like how to do all this. So it's like, you know what? Take it into my own hands. You know, if anyone's looking for animation practice, we have, I do believe, a couple of empty animated emote slots. So you're more than welcome to try. And you get your name in the credit sheet. As my eternal gratitude, you know. Will this be an official GIF? Yeah, I'm just not sure where it's gonna go up yet because I've actually not been posting anything on like Tenor? Oh shoot, this pen is too thick. I thought I checked before I started drawing. Fudge. But since I can't really post on Tenor anymore because it's gonna be deprecated, I've been kind of holding off on GIFs and stuff. I have a couple of really cool ideas, but like, I don't really know where to put them, you know? I don't know what service everybody's moving to. I really wish that things would stop going down, because it feels like as soon as I build something, right, either there's a bug and it's invalid, or, you know, like, the company that made whatever program is actually a jerk and wants to take everybody's data and my work. So I have to get out of there, or the service starts encroaching on privacy, and maybe there's just a bunch of encodification with like it's just like it's one thing after the other. I feel like I can't catch a break. Like, I'm just trying to create. I don't need all these extra bonus challenge. And the thing is, it's like I feel like maybe not as many content creators as I would hope really have all these difficulties, right? Because they have maybe more discoverability because they post on TikTok, right? Even though TikTok is really bad about data and privacy and AI stuff. But it's one more source of traction, so, you know, it's somewhere people go. And, like, I limit myself in so many ways because I want to do the right thing. It just makes it so hard, you know? It's like I want more people to care. Because I am putting up with it, even though it hurts, because I'm hoping that it'll be a means to an end, and hopefully there will be an end to all this nonsense. Right? But it just feels slow going, painfully slow going, both in growth and in fighting. And I'm so tired of fighting. And I just want to be able to focus on what I actually want to do. I never wanted to, like, not gonna lie, I actually never wanted to get into Blender. But that's different. That's artistic. I never really wanted to get into any kind of, like, economics, or I didn't really want to have to pay attention to, like, company ethics and stuff. Like, it's interesting to a degree, but it's also, like, when you see, like, what feels like everything falling apart around you, when you see that, it just becomes very difficult to handle mentally. Especially when you don't feel like there's solidarity. You'd think creators would come together, but there's so much arguing over something that seems so simple. And I know, like myself, a lot of people are tired. And some people don't have the motivation, or they don't have the knowledge, I guess, that gives them the will to, like, fight in the face of all of it, you know? Which kind of sucks. But I was like, what else do you do in that scenario, you know? Anyway, I just really hope things get better soon for artists and creators. Because, again, we already have it hard. Don't need all this extra stuff. Seems like the AI thing is incredibly costly, more than it's worth, and yeah, a lot of people are saying it's gonna burst, hopefully sooner than later. Unfortunately, I'm worried about, like, things crashing, because you've seen how much stuff they're trying to shove it into, right? Literally every facet possible, they're trying to put some AI assistant, some kind of automation that relies on it, because they need it to be valuable. Because ultimately it's helping corporations more than, like, the average person to do things, because it allows them to kind of get away with, like, stealing and stuff, right? Effectively. I think there was some legislature passed here in America about the copyright laws about it. I thought that it was already a thing, but I guess it was a final verdict or just an update that generative AI, things produced with it, can't be used, can't be claimed for copyright. It's literally built on stolen stuff, so if it's able to be copywritten, you know, it's kind of like saying we actually completely hate artists. Somebody can, you know, take your stuff and mix it up a little bit, and just because it's, like, done by the robot, suddenly, you know, it has the legal distinction. It's like, no, the robot doesn't add anything. The only thing that's adding value is a human, right? Because if you just ask a robot to prompt anything, you know, it's like you're still kind of coming up with a prompt, and that's like your only input. So like, yes, it's a little bit different, but the amount of human creativity it has to pull from in order to create these visuals you have in your head without you actually going and, you know, putting it together yourself. It's just cheap. I keep seeing like advertisements with AI imagery, and I can't help but think to myself, I was like, this just shows you have no money or no care. I'll never buy from you because of this. Like, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You thought you were getting off and, you know, getting the opportunity to just get away with a quick, cheap graphic. It's like, no, I see you, and I think a lot of other people see you too. You know? At least I hope so. But honestly, looking at my parents, sometimes I fear for the education on the subject. Just a little bit. Heck, even I still need to learn about it, you know, it's just a lot. And it's technology, so it's kind of, you know, ever developing. Doesn't help either. By crash, I mean stock market crash. I don't care much for stocks, but a lot of people have some very important things tied up in their stocks. And if as many companies are involved with AI as there are, because you know how everything is literally trying to say like, oh, we need to inject AI into this, we need to inject AI into that. Because the people behind it really are looking at like not the environmental impact. They don't really care as much about like the monetary impact, right? Because they'll just find like a way to get a government write-off, or, you know, the people to pay for it, like especially the electricity, right? If you get an AI data center in your neighborhood, right, you're paying a portion of that data center's bill, because like when the electric price goes up for one person, you know, it kind of goes up for everybody. At least that's what I understand. Yeah, financial money. I hate having to study the economics of it. I just want to be a little guy, you know, drawing and making 3D stuff and playing games and cracking jokes. I don't have to deal with all this nonsense. But I have to be what feels like so hyper vigilant. And I'm so tired. And I don't think I'm the only one either. Wonder if there is a VTuber that thinks the same. Yeah. Put us two in a room. Watch the echo chamber develop. I just feel like we're caught in a loop right now, because it's like, this sucks, we should fix it. And it's like, yeah, we should fix it. What can we do? Wait. You know, like, talk to your representative, of course. Like, make sure your vote is heard when you have the time to vote. But ultimately, it's just a big old waiting game. Because you really have to wait for people to realize, you have to wait for those cash sinks to really sink in, you know? Let the ethics debates progress. And watch everybody, like, hyper-analyze things and discover, like, points of view that we never considered before. Quite frankly, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Ugh, for the Gen AI stuff. This is awful ethically. And if I recall correctly, actually, a lot of people started canceling their, what do you call it? Their ChatGPT stuff, because they're partnered with the Department of Justice or something. Or not Justice, the Department of Defense. Yeah. Something like that. It's like, well, that's kinda weird. You know? Because it is kinda weird. Whew. I don't know if anyone saw that one Super Bowl ad about, like, the Ring cameras. I'm, like, super worried about, like, phones and things watching and listening. Like, I don't trust Siri, right? If you start talking about, like, something you don't usually talk about, think, like, I have never intended and never intend to get a dog. But if I start talking about, like, dog kibble, like, wee-wee pads, and, like, just general dog stuff, or mention, like, hey, you know, I kind of maybe thinking of getting a dog, I wasn't sure, bet my phone is listening right now, right? Even when Siri's not on, and it's gonna give me suggestions for dog ads, or something tomorrow. And this has been proven that they're listening. And they've repeatedly said, no, it only works when the device is on. No, you know, like, the information stays on your device. No, we're not selling your data to third-party advertisers. Lies. Bogus. Another thing I remember is, I was talking to Vel about, like, a new kind of coffee. I think it was mushroom coffee. It's like something I would never talk about. And you know what I started seeing advertisements for the very next day? And this was, like, over a Discord call. I didn't look up anything related. Right? So why is it that I started getting mushroom coffee ads? Like, huh? Like, it's just... You do not have privacy. In this day and age, everybody is trying to eat your information. It's bad. Oh, bye, Bread Vessel. Take care. Hopefully rest soon. Bye-bye. Anyway, there's a lot of discussion of kind of, like, more sad and political things. There's a lot's going on right now. So let's move off of that. I'm too tired. Thank you, Bread Vessel. Bye-bye. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking of ending stream pretty soon, just because my eyes are closing on me. I don't understand, because I got more sleep than I did yesterday. Oh, sorry. Well, I got more sleep yesterday than I did the night before, so I don't understand why I'm sleepy. Than usual, you know? Like usually by this time I'm still going kind of strong. So I'm gonna finish up this frame and then I will call it. Oh, that's a hydrate. Thank you, Bread Basil, if you're still here. Yeah, I don't think we're hitting that goal today. Also, so we're probably gonna be doing a private reanimal session, Val and I. Oops. Okay. This one will have this sweater. Yep. Oops. There you go. Do this. Oops. Trace along here. Here. There. There. And that one should be the last one. Should be able to just color now. Just realized the bottom of the tail isn't done proper. Should Probably because this wasn't done proper. Okay. Then skin color. Eyes. Then mouth. Yeah. And if we play it, let's make another folder. Folder 4, which will go here. And then we play the animation. Alright, so it's a little bit there. It's really nice seeing the color. Again, it's only 3 frames, but I forget how many individual unique ones there are. It's 4, 5, 6. Wait a second. Let me see how many more of these I can fill out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. 3. 1. 5, 6, 7. 3. 1. 6, 8, 7, 4. Alright, so it's a little bit more than I thought, so that's pretty good. Put 4 here and here for funsies. Yeah, it's a little bit more filled out. Yeah. Not bad, right? I think that's where I'll leave it for today. That's like, what is it, 18 frames? And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost half. So it's not bad, I think. Again, I forget how many unique frames there are. Is it 8? Yes, 8. And I did 3, and I'm super tired. So, you know, I give myself kudos. This one's probably my favorite. Sorry. I gotta fix, I think, this hood part. I'll do that really fast, actually. I think that makes a little bit more sense. I might even... not even do any jagged edge. Just... I'm being picky. I know. Yeah, okay. That works. Yep, that's better. Yep. I don't want to go to bed. I didn't get to do enough. It's something. Alright, guys. So, this stream marks the end of the, correct, the re-animal incentive. So, we did not hit either 50% or the full amount. So, I'll be playing in private with Vel. The fundraiser will still be up for a little bit for anyone who just wants to contribute for, I guess, maybe some like portal incentives. But I don't really think that's gonna. It's a lot. So, anyway, thank you, Bread Vessel. Trying to think of upcoming announcements. I'll be working to get some of the final assets ready for Portal together, right? So hope you guys are looking forward to Portal streams. It'll probably take me, I'm guessing, like 4 to 5 streams. Yeah, Red Vessel, you're not here. Yeah, you're supposed to be going to bed. Yeah, I've been waiting for my voice to recover, but I've been working on stuff for a thing. I'll show you guys when the time comes. Aside from that, still working on updates for bug troubleshooting for the model. So the stretch sense and Vive stuff is gonna be delayed until that's all resolved. I gotta check in with Waterloo server about a bunch of other bugs, but I'm on it. I swear. Yeah, that's about all I can think of. So I'm gonna go to sleep. I will eat for those also EP, I wish you a good rest as well. I feel like I'm missing stuff. If I missed anything and anyone catches it, be sure to bring it up in stream talk, and I'll make sure I get to it. Thank you, Toronto. Thank you guys. I know today was short and sweet. Not a lot really happened, but it was chill. I'm glad I got to do a little bit of work on this. I'm so tired. I'm honestly a little worried about how I'm gonna juggle everything. The streaming and work and everything. Everyone keeps pushing me to do teaching, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Next stream is gonna be on Thursday. Those that don't know, I stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday at 10 o'clock EST, 9 o'clock CST, 8 o'clock MST, or 7 o'clock PST. Often late because of tech and family, and yeah, but I do my best to be on time. I was actually pretty on time today. Almost. I was like 10 minutes late, but that's a lot better than usual. Yeah. Alright, so I'll see you guys Thursday. But till then, take care, stay awesome, and pervade the positive chaos. Bye bye!